Hello, hello, hello. My name is Mr. Big T Anderson. Today we're doing a fanfiction reading from the Pokemon fandom. This is Found You by Valkyrie Elysia. Hopefully I did not mispronounce that. This is Pokemon fandom. Why did you pick this one? Why did you do this? Why did A, Mimikyu is awesome. B, my fanfiction readings. If you have a fanfiction that you think I should read, let me know. Otherwise, it's Anderson's choice. And this one rocks, so meh. I mean, honestly, if you find ones that you think I should read, I have no problem reading. I may do like a special. If I can find enough, I'm just go, done. So, I would love that. But this one, I think, really kind of shows why I like Mimikyu. For those who don't know, Mimikyu is a newer Pokemon. Got a lot of kind of love. Because it is a Pokemon that makes its own costume to look like a Pikachu to get loved. So, yeah. If you don't know what I'm doing, this is going to be a fanfiction reading. I'm sorry, I've just gone through a lot of things. I just did a vlog. So, thank you, first of all, for listening. I do appreciate it. My name is Mr. Big T Anderson. I'll be reading this today. Valkyrie Elysia is the writer. You will see links down below to the author's page as well as the story page. Give them the love if you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed how I did it, like you think my voice is sultry and smooth and all sorts of awesome, then please leave a message that allows me to know. Or if you say, hey, you read this at 4 times the speed needed, let me know. I know I'm a little bit faster reader. We're working on it, okay? So, please. But this is Valkyrie Elysia. She was back again. Mimikyu didn't understand. The trainer had already gone through and passed the trial. She should have moved on. Just like the other trainers before her. In fact, most of them, after completing the trial, got away from the abandoned store as fast as they could. Well, it was kind of sad to see how much they wanted to get away. Mimikyu understood. They had to get on to their next challenge and see the other islands. And even though it hurt the ghost-type Pokemon, it knew that many of them ran because of Mimikyu. Because they were afraid of Mimikyu. Still, Mimikyu understood. But this young trainer had come back, and Mimikyu could not understand that. The disguised Pokemon had watched the young girl, hidden from sight. The girl seemed to be looking for something, walking all around the abandoned mart. At first, Mimikyu thought maybe she wanted to catch one of the Pokemon here. It was unusual for this trial site, but trainers did sometimes come back to find a Pokemon to add to their team. But she had no interest in the Golbats, the Haunters, or even the Klefkis, yet she kept coming back. Finally, Mimikyu's curiosity had grown so big it outweighed its desire to stay hidden, so the trainer was back towards the dolls, back near where the hidden room was, and slowly the Pokemon creeped out of its hiding place. As if sensing the approach, she turned to where Mimikyu now stood. The Pokemon braced itself, waiting for the screams, the shaking, the paleness. It was ready for all of the usual reactions it would get upon meeting it. But then the trainer did something that Mimikyu did not expect. She smiled. There you are! Mimikyu blinked in surprise as she walked over closer to it. Do you have any idea how long I've been looking for you? I can't imagine what that nurse Joy must have thought seeing me go back into the same place over and over and not coming back with anything, but it's all worth it now. The Mimikyu Pokemon could not believe what it was hearing. She had come back for Mimikyu? But why? Seeming as if to understand what the Pokemon was thinking, she knelt down smiling. Well, usually I'd be bringing out one of my Pokemon for a battle right now, but this time it's different. Mimikyu, what would you say about joining me? Mimikyu was utterly shocked. This trainer wanted it to join her? She nodded. Of course, I could sense you looking at me after I got outside the store, and those pictures in the back. I understand. You want to be loved, don't you? You want to see the world, you want to battle like other Pokemon, and most of all, you want to have someone love you. That's why you look like a Pikachu, right? Because you know how much people like them. Mimikyu hesitated before nodding. It was very true. But none of the trainers that had shown itself to it before had even thought of that. Either cringed in disgust or in fear. Well, I think you're cute, exactly how you are. You don't have to be like Pikachu, so I want to ask you to join my team. I know I'm just a new trainer, but I want to become the best I can, and I know that I can get stronger with you at my side. I want to be with you, and if you'll have me, I promise to always be there for you, even if no one else accepts it. Always be on your side. So, what do you say? She opened her arms to the Pokemon, and Mimikyu jumped into it before even knowing what it was doing. She wrapped her arms around Mimikyu, cradling it as the disguised Pokemon began to shake. It's okay. I'm here. I've got you. Mimikyu couldn't tell the girl it was crying because it was happy. Finally, in her arms, Mimikyu had found home. Alright, and that was the story. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but Mimikyu was the unloved Pokemon, essentially. It wanted a friend. That's all it wanted. It wanted to look like Pikachu so it could make a friend. It was a ghost type, I think Ghost Fairy? Ghost type? Anyway, I'm not a major Pokemon wizard yet, but that's still pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. And after seeing Mimikyu, like, for the first time, people are like, oh my god, Mimikyu. Because we've all been there. We've all been to that place where we're the outsider, we don't feel loved, and we kind of understand that. And I think this story kind of shows that. It shows why Mimikyu's awesome, and I love the little fluffy one-shot. So, once again, I didn't write this. This was Valkyrie Elysia's writing. I enjoyed it. That's why I'm reading it. If you enjoyed it, there will be links down below to the author's page and to the story page. Please go through them and give the love. And if you enjoyed how I did it, please let me know down below if you find a critique, something I can do better. Please let me know. I will do my best to incorporate that in the next one. Once again, my name is Mr. Big T Anderson. This has been the Fanfiction Reading. You guys have a good one. Ta-ta for now.